What is going on, money team? It's your boy JDUN Trades with Team Bull Trading, and I hope you all had a discipline-filled trading day. In today's video, I'm going to break down the most simple strategy to make over $1,000 of real money every single day. No BS, no shortcuts, straight to the point strategy that I trade live every single day with thousands of students.
Just made 3K, 500, 3K, 1K, 2,500, 350, 945, small, 2.5K, 500, 1,200. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. 300, red to green. Come on.
That I used today to make nearly $1,400 of real money, and now I'm going to teach to you. So all that being said, if you get value from this video, if you like what you see, make sure you tap in, hit that subscribe button, and if you're trading on funded accounts, the only prop firm I recommend right now, the best possible deal in the most scalable firm, is Apex Trader Funding. Trade up to 20 accounts at a time. They have paid out the most of any prop firm on the market, and you can use code JDUN for 80% off right now or best possible discounts in the future. And remember, every time you use code JDUN, I want you to remember discipline over dopamine. So tap in, get them accounts ready, and let's get to work together. Now, starting the day off, we go through a systematic approach every single morning when the market opens. First things first, we wait the first 15 minutes. So we see price, move back and forth. We mark the low, we mark the high of the first 15 minutes of price action, candle 1, candle 2, and candle 3. Now within that first 15 minutes, what we notice is our initial push up, we get an aggressive move up, solid volume, over pre-market high. That's something we take note of. So when we push from low to high here, we want to draw our Fibonacci levels up, find our midline, which is right at the 50% retracement here at 22,060. That's right near 22,062 of our pre-market high. So when you have these two levels correlating with each other, and we move up and bounce that shows me there's a good chance we want to keep moving on up. And sometimes if I'm trying to catch an early trend entry, I'll look for the midline bounce in this area, or vice versa, the midline reject if we're moving down, move back up into it, and move further down. So we see this bounce here, nothing yet. We see another smaller candle here, and then we move down to the midline once more, have an aggressive move up. We have higher volume. We have volume going up on this aggressive push. So that tells me there's a high probability that this setup is going to continue to the upside. So between us breaking above pre-market high, holding this midline, price moving up with over half of this wick being, or half of this candle, being a wick to the upside with increasing volume, I look for an entry in this 100 area. I take my entry at 100 with 7 to 10 points of risk down below 93. Emergency stops. So I always have emergency stop set around 20 points below. So set the emergency hard stops, and we ride this for over 100+ point trade for many members inside Team Bull. And the beautiful part about this is that there's no guessing. If this, then that happens. That's how I want you guys thinking about your trading. If this candle closes above here, this 5-minute candle, if we get higher volume, if we're above that pre-market high, if we bounce the midline, we know then there's a high probability this setup keeps moving forward. Sure, we miss this in here, but we catch this. And this is what matters, especially when our risk is visualized. Our R moves up with our position, and it takes the guessing out of our trading. And that's what I want you guys focusing on, is taking the guessing out of your trading. If you can visualize where price is going, focus on catching more of the trend move and keeping your risk defined below candle highs and lows, and always knowing where the trade is technically not valid anymore. That is what changes your trading completely. That is what helps you become a discipline over dopamine systemized trader. That is what I need you guys looking for in every single setup that you take. You need to be able to look at the chart and say, all right, this is where the trade doesn't make sense anymore. This is where the trade does make sense. This is where I have a good entry, and I'm going to manage my risk accordingly. If you can do that on a consistent basis and not blow yourself up and not succumb to boredom trading and tilt trading and revenge trading, that's how you build a system to get more payouts with a prop firm like Apex. That's where you start to take those payouts, fund your own personal capital, and build that into your financial freedom. It's all part of a system, and you have to be systemized in your trading and your processes outside of trading. It's what has to happen if you guys want to take your trading to the next level. It's the only way that happens. And when you end up catching a good setup, such as we see here, none of this chop matters. We don't need to catch any of this chop or sit there and try to take 20 trades in this chop because we caught the good trend move here. And you see this happen routinely in the first 1 to 2 hours of every single day. If you can consistently catch that move and consistently find where it makes sense to join in the trend, you have a lot more success than trying to consistently short every pop or long every drop. You don't want to get in that cycle of trying to always catch the top or long the bottom. Yes, it can work out sometimes, but no, it is not sustainable, especially when you're doing it without an edge. Trading is all about finding an edge in each setup that you see. You have to be able to find that edge and capitalize on the edge when it presents itself. That is the only way that this works out long-term for you, especially if you're trading on a funded account. That's why I say when you use code JDUN, remember every trade that you take to be discipline over dopamine. You choose discipline over dopamine every single trade when you use code JDUN. When you rock with Team Bull, that's what we stand for. That's what I stand for. You see it in my body. I'm just saying, you see it in my videos every day that I try to help you guys learn. This is some real life shit, guys. You guys gotta stay focused and you gotta stay on the mission. That is the only way this works. Simplify your trading, catch the trend moves, keep it simple, trade a system that works for you, utilize volume and price, and execute every single day over and over and over again. That is the path, my friends. That is how you build your trading psychology to the point where you want it to be. That is how you build your trading systems and you find out, well, I can manage this position size. I can put on this position size at this time of the day, and I can manage it as I move my dynamic R up, and this is how my psychology reacts when I do these different things. You got to believe in yourself to be able to do that. You have to believe in your ability to keep promises to yourself. You have to see yourself as a disciplined person, and that disciplined person is naturally going to evolve into that disciplined trader. But you have to see the vision and you have to see yourself really fulfilling all of these duties that you put yourself, how do I put this? You put yourself in a spot where you have to do this. It's who you are. It's not just I'm going to follow my risk today. Oh no, it's a lifestyle now. It is who you are internally. That is what you have to become if you want to be a profitable trader for years to come. This is not a fad. This is not a hobby. This is systemized work that we put in every single day. And over time, you do that, the payouts will come, the live account progress will come, and you'll be part of the 5% of people who really make it in this industry. Keep trading smart, keep trading safe, stay focused, stay on the mission, and stay Team Bull strong and disciplined. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.